G'day, my name's Ewan from ROI and wanted to share with you a weekly update on Google Trends. And this week I wanted to focus a short and sharp message about just how important the message of COVID-19 is compared to perhaps what it was maybe 2 months ago. The first chart I wanted to share with you was the amount of search for COVID-19 in Australia. And what's important is at the moment, in terms of a search topic, it's reduced by close to 88% in Australia. And what that means, particularly for our clients, is many of our clients are moving away from the language of using COVID-19 or crisis that was a message that was resonating perhaps 1 to 2 months ago. But as your customers and the environment that you're around is becoming more positive, I think this data is showing it's important that your business and your team and your customers are projecting a far more positive mindset, because the language of COVID-19 is certainly not as prevalent as what it was, say, 2 months ago. Very similar in the area of social distancing. This is a little different because this is a terminology used in terms of how we're communicating and how we're doing business. But in terms of a term being searched for around, what does it mean and what does it mean for me in terms of how I should be going about my business, there's been a reduction of close to 75% in the amount of search for people with that defensive mindset versus people that are very proactive. Now, one of the things our Prime Minister's been talking about a lot and all the premiers have been talking about is jobs. And there's a very positive trend line. In the last 2 weeks, there's been a trend of close to 75% increase in terms of employers looking to post jobs on Seek in the last 2 weeks in Australia. So that's a very positive message in terms of businesses looking to create opportunities as we move into the new financial year. One of the other things I mentioned was the asset write-off that's government, the 150,000 asset write-off. And for those businesses that have got a piece of equipment or capital asset such as a car, you're really going to get excited about the trend. The trend, particularly in the last week, has really started to take off. So if you're a business that can take advantage, this is absolutely the next 2 weeks you need to move. And then the end of financial year sales search is probably the last 2 weeks of June. So there's only a certain window of opportunity up until June 30. So instant asset write-off is something that a lot of Australian small businesses are thinking about right now. Now, we all love entertainment, so I thought it would be good, even though I'm not a rugby fan. Obviously, one of our major sports has come back. So what I wanted to look at was how much has the interest in NRL come back compared to what it was, say, 3 months ago. And the good news is, when you look beyond these trends of obviously announcements, is the passion for rugby league looks like it was very similar to what it was before, which is fantastic in terms of the comeback of other sports and just how much Australians love sports. So thanks for listening. Once again, if you need any help with Google Trends, contact us at ROI, and look forward to speaking next week.